Coach, defensively, especially in the first half. Ball State had that great shooting first half, 49 points at halftime, and it just seemed to me at times you guys couldn't find their shooters, and they did a good job of hitting some big shots.
Well, I mean, they're really good in transition. You know, them in Central Michigan are just phenomenal in transition. You have to be able to find their shooters. Even so, I mean, they went 8 for 11. It was like even if you have nobody guarding you, 8 for 11's phenomenal. So credit to them. They got a phenomenal point guard. They have shooters everywhere. Really good team. My only thing is if we have the fight in the first half that we had in the second half defensively, then we're right in the game. We can't, against a talented team, you can't get in the hole by 17 at halftime and hope for the best. You know, it's so. We've just got to get better and more consistent and not turn the ball over and playing hard on every possession. And we still haven't figured that out for some reason. It's probably bad coaching. We'll go with that.
Coach, I don't think it's that, but that turnover issue that you had 20 turnovers on Wednesday at Bowling Green, it continued tonight. You had 22, you had 20 after 3 quarters. I guess part of that would be credit to Ball State, but obviously part of that is issues you guys are having.
Well, I think the big thing here is, and here's the difference. So Ball State had 20 turnovers. It's what you do with those turnovers that is most important. First of all, don't commit them, but when you force them, you have to convert them into points. Ball State is as good as anybody in the conference at converting turnovers into direct points, and that's one thing that we have not done a good job of this whole season, is turn another team's misfortune into our fortune. And so back at it once again. It's just and we go to Toledo next. So it's just once again no rest for the weary. And we can't be weary at this point. We've got to continue to work at getting better, and just play better basketball for 40 minutes.
Todd, I thought that Carmen Grande, the point guard for Ball State, when she penetrated, it seemed like good things happened for them, and it was tough for you guys defensively to keep up with her or find her. Am I right with that?
Yeah, she's really good. She's got no business being at Ball State. I don't know how. I don't know what the Power Fives are doing, not getting her out of Spain, but she's a phenomenal point guard. She sees the game differently than most people do. She sees the second and third level of defense where most people are just looking at the first level. So we knew it was a tall task keeping up with her, but other teams in our conference have found a way to beat them, and so we needed to be able to do that. So credit to them. Good game. We've got to be able to fight from the start to finish a little bit better, but I'm pleased with. We had some contributions off the bench. I thought Aaron Thames came off and gave us a spark off the bench. I thought Monique Smith, came in and gave us some really hard minutes, and Zenobia Best. So I mean, we had some people that did some nice things off the bench. We got to try and find some silver linings in it. Because it's just a grind the rest of the way.
Yeah, no doubt. And in the second half, like you said, you played much better. Ball State only outscored you 30-27, so maybe you can take something from that second half and the momentum of that into Wednesday night.
Yeah, I mean that's obviously the goal is to try and carry some momentum over, to try and play a little bit more efficient, a lot more efficient, especially in the first half, and take care of the basketball, because you got a Toledo team that is very talented 1 through 12. I mean, they probably have the best depth in the league, and they're going to keep coming at you. Obviously, when we've had turnovers, other coaches are smart. They're going to kind of turn us over, and it's our job to take care of it in those situations.
3-game losing streak. Do you worry right now about the mental part of the game for your team, where they are mentally, and when you're in the middle of a little bit of a streak like this?
Well, I mean, you can worry about it or you can do something about it. I mean, I think it's it's the psychology of team sports, and you've got to be able to keep on fighting. Had we been in this situation at this point in the season last year, we would have thought we were world beaters. It's all about perspective, because we were able to go on a run. This isn't last year's team, though,
right?
And they have to realize that. So everybody has to contribute. Everybody has to play good, solid basketball all the way through. We've got to quit giving teams the opportunity to beat us instead of making them beat us because they're better than us. Right now, we've gotten into a pattern where we're kind of beating ourselves. So that's probably the biggest thing. We're doing too many things that are beating ourselves right now instead of making a team just flat out beat us.
Coach, have a couple of good days of practice and good luck Wednesday at Toledo. We'll see you in a couple of weeks when you return for Northern Illinois.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you.
That's Todd Starkey, the head coach of the Kent State Golden Flashes. We'll take this time out. We'll come back. We'll continue with more of the postgame on the Kent State IMG Sports Network.
It's why we